Okay, well, we made a boo-boo. We thought that the airport bus went from the main station because we caught the Santa Claus bus from here, which also said airport and went to the main station, but we are supposed to be somewhere else. So now to get to the airport, I think our only option is going to be Uber. So Adam's just taking care of that now. Emma's off exploring and photographing. Oh gosh, so fluffy. Oh boy, someone forgot they're in normal pants and not ski pants.
I didn't forget, I just don't care.
I always think the trees look so beautiful with the snow on, just the way it sits. I would love to go and shake that tree, but unfortunately I'm going to have to walk across this to get there. Yeah, not happening. Well, probably going to head inside now. I don't have gloves on or anything at the moment. It's getting a little bit chilly. Go and check in for our flight, and it's going to be goodbye heaps of snow. We're off to Germany, and I think our first stop is Berlin, which when I checked this morning it was sitting on 2 degrees. So whether we will get snow or what, I'm not sure. This might be the last of the deep, deep snow. Bye, Emma. Oh! You shitbag! You better run! You better run. I know where you sleep.
Okay, the boarding pass.
So just now in transit at Helsinki. We have about 40 minutes, I think, and then we get on our flight to Berlin. Well, we've got departures here. So So we will have a look. So 5:25 to Berlin, gate 27, which I think that's the one that we actually got off on, so looks as though we're going to be getting back on exactly the same plane that we just got off. So just got off in Berlin, ditched the kids on the plane. The overhead lockers are absolutely chocker and their bags are jammed. So we've ditched the kids and taken off, and we'll wait for them outside. So we've just caught the train to the first stop. Compared to Norway and Finland, actually found the German train ticket buying system quite clunky. Couldn't figure out how to make credit card payment, although it had that on screen. So luckily I had cash on me. Finally figured it out in the end, but funny thing was, we didn't know that you needed to validate the tickets. It was only the fact that another guy was on the train and suddenly took off at a great rate of knots to validate his ticket that we knew we had to validate tickets. There was a little red box on the platform that you get your ticket stamped. I presume it must be like home, whereas if you don't validate your ticket you'll get a hefty fine when you get out the other end. We haven't actually exited the station at the moment, so I presume that the stamp on the ticket may be read at a machine or something, not quite sure. We'll sort that out soon, but we are going to go exploring Berlin tomorrow, so I will show you the ticket buying process and how to validate your tickets. Right, now we have a 500-metre walk to our motel in a as yet undetermined direction. Google Maps is my friend.
What stories would you have if it was all nice?
That was an enjoyable holiday.
So we found our hostel in Berlin and the girls are not impressed. Lexi's worried she's going to get killed. So far at the train station we've had some guy yelling at us across the tracks. We've had some drunk guy...
Across the tracks.
Oh, and then he ran across the tracks apparently towards us. Then we had some drunk guy outside the hostel. What did he ask you, Emma?
If I can play the violin.
Oh, and what'd you tell him?
I walked away.
He thought you had holding a violin case.
Did he think your bag was a violin
How
case?
big does he think violins are?
Oh, then he asked
A
for the cello, yeah.
Oh, cello. Okay. So yeah, some drunk guy outside, and yeah. So the room's a little bit basic, because I mean we are staying in a hostel, because yeah, every other motel I found in Berlin that had availability was rather expensive, so it's going to be an experience for the kids so they can toughen up, because they've had it pretty sweet so far. So I wasn't spending any more than what I'm spending here for accommodation, so they'll just have to get used to it.
The
But
room's fine.
on the upside, I am excited to find that there is a guest kitchen, so we can actually probably cook things. We haven't sorted that out yet. There is a guest laundry, so we're going to get clean clothes, and there is a supermarket right downstairs. So maybe the cello guy or the violin guy might be outside waiting for us still.
The room's fine. I'm fine with the room.
Yeah,
It's just
stop
the
making
people.
it sound like stuck up.
Yeah, it's the people.
It's the people, and that doesn't sound
the
bad.
pillow, the lumpy pillow.
Oh, the lumpy pillow's a problem.
It's just weird.
Oh,
It's better than the last one though.
yeah.
The brick.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like the other one.
Oh well, we will go and have a look at the kitchen and then see what our options are for din-dins.
You're wrong.
Ah, there we go. Oh, it just like lifts up. That's alright. My lumpy pillow.
Well, you brought one with you.
And then, is this a sheet or a duvet cover?
Sheet. It's very thin.
Well, I don't know. Are you lucky enough to have a top sheet? Because I don't think
No, I
we.
think it.
No, that must be your duvet cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I have to assemble it myself.
You have to
Some
assemble it.
assembly required.
Yeah, how come you guys get a made bed?
Well, obviously staying in a hostel is a bit of a drop in standards. They don't know how to work it.
What? I know how to put. You're not putting that in the video. I know how to put a duvet cover on.
So this morning's mission is Adam and I are on the way to a supermarket. The kids have opted to stay at the hostel. We were excited last night to find that there was a guest kitchen here, but when we actually arrived here, it's pretty bloomin' hopeless, so I don't even know why they bother. That's about the extent of it for plates and cutlery. There is a microwave here, which I presume that works, we haven't tried. There's a cooktop, but there are no pots and pans to be seen. And that thing there is just a rubbish bin. Oh, and there is a communal fridge. So yeah, the guest kitchen is obviously completely BYO. So unless you were a true backpacker, I guess, and bring your pots and pans and cutlery with you, well, it's not really much use for just the general population. So we've found a supermarket, which is a 15-minute walk. We're going to try and just see if we can buy some plastic bowls, spoons and what have you, so we've got one each, and that's what we're going to use for cereal and get some long life milk, and that's going to be breakfast for the next 3 days. Well, that was hard work, just did a lot of shopping. Had to use Google Translate for pretty much all of it. It's kind of first place that we've sort of really struggled with the language barrier a little bit. Just make sure that we keep our phones charged, I guess, so we can Google Translate everything. We've sort of learnt a few German words that we can recognise now on self-serve checkout machines and so forth, so I guess it'll get easier as we go along, and once we learn the system, the same as we did in Norway and Finland, just basically learn what buttons to push on the machines and you get the end result. Now we've got about a 10-15 minute walk back to our room, and then we're going to go and explore Berlin city for the day. So we're back at the train station and we have bright light and sunshine, which is a bit foreign after being in the dark for so long. So now we need to see if, again, we can figure out this ticket machine. Right, thankfully Emma found 24-hour cards.
Are you guys like?
Emma sort of figured it out. Now we need to validate these tickets. Oh yes, we've got our little stamp. Yeah, this is the first place we've been that we found the language barrier a real struggle. There was no option on the machine for English, so we had to use Google Translate, which was a little bit difficult as well because there was things like reduced rate tickets, which we presume would be for the kids. There was a small group ticket, but we've got no idea what the small group was because we couldn't get any information on that. So yeah, it's been a bit frustrating, but hopefully now we've got our tickets and we'll be on our way. So we're off the train and now on U-Bahn for the next bit to get to Checkpoint Charlie. So we managed to find this one okay, so hopefully onwards and upwards from here, because it has been a bit difficult and frustrating due to the language barrier. Sorry, just walking downstairs at the moment. So I think we found it, Tempelhof. But at the end of the day, if we take the wrong train and end up somewhere else, I guess it's part of the adventure. Well, that was a bit shit. took us a few minutes to actually figure out what was going on, but that guy running just grabbed and stole a woman's bag and all of her stuff from the underground tube station. So yeah, like I said, it was a bit shocking for a start. We weren't quite sure what was happening, just with the commotion and the screaming and people gathering. We've got no idea whether he was caught going up the stairs or not, but yeah, that was quite shocking for us all. I mean, with all our travel that we've done, that's the first time that we've actually witnessed anything like that. Yeah, must say that so far what we've seen of Berlin, we've only been here a short amount of time, yeah, it's not a place that we've instantly gravitated to and fallen in love with, but I mean, it's early days at the moment. It seems very similar to Auckland, where we live at home. Just, yeah, all the graffiti, the traffic, concrete jungle type thing. The graffiti is absolutely rife around here, which I suppose you get anywhere, but just seems to be very prevalent around here. But yeah, it was a bit of a shocking experience for all of us, really. But now we've made it to Checkpoint Charlie.